Party, 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 party. Celebrate, every day's a party, party.
We'd like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and the Williams Treaties, signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands.
What can I say? This is the biggest thing in the world for me. God bless you all. Thank you, Canada!
Welcome to the 2024 JUNO nominee announcement. Here is your host, Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe.
Hey! It's happening! Welcome, everybody. As you heard, my name is Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe. I'm the host of CBC Music's The Block, which you can hear, which you can hear at 7 p.m. on CBC Music and CBC Listen. I am so honored to once again be hosting the nominee announcement for the JUNO Awards. We are thrilled to be back here at the CBC. CBC is the digital content and exclusive broadcast partner for the JUNOs, which will air live from Halifax, Nova Scotia from Scotiabank Centre on Sunday, March 24th. We'll have more on this in just a little bit. But remember, you'll be able to take in all of the JUNO action on all of the CBC Music platforms and CBC platforms. So as mentioned, the 53rd annual celebration of Canada's music scene is making a triumphant return to Halifax this year. It's been 18 years since the city hosted the JUNOs, so it's a long time coming. Last time, Pam Anderson was the host. Michael Bublé was the big winner of the night. And this year, we're aiming for no topless protesters. Feel free to take off your shirts right now. We have a lot more to get through, including a very special surprise guest who will be up here in just a little bit. But for now, let's do it. Let's get to the nominations. It is my pleasure to welcome the president and CEO of CARIS, the JUNO Awards and Music Counts, Mr. Alan Reed.
Thanks, Angeline. Good morning, everybody. Bonjour, bienvenue, merci, avec nous aujourd'hui. Thank you for joining us this morning. This is one of my favorite days of the year. It is nomination day. 2024 is going to be spectacular because we're heading back to the East Coast. We've felt the excitement since we first announced the JUNOs going to Halifax, back in Edmonton as our host city. And we cannot wait to bring the party and celebrate this year's nominees with music fans from across the country and, of course, all of you. 2024 also marks the return of a beloved Canadian pop icon, Nelly Furtado. Yes. I got news for you. Nelly is back. She's back with new music. She's back with an infectious spirit and drive, and back with some pretty spectacular social content, in my humble influencer opinion. We may even try to convince her to fly in again for a little nostalgia. I'll keep you posted on that one. But we cannot wait to have her host and be back as our host and set the tone for what is surely going to be a fantastic party and an absolutely electric show. JUNO Week is set for March 21 to the 24th. As always, the incredible music and events planned over the course of several days, like JUNO Fest, presented by CBC Music. The JUNO Songwriter Circle, my personal favorite event, which is presented by SOCAN, yes, Factor, and in association with Music Publishers Canada, and a brand new event you're going to be hearing about called the JUNO Block Party. We're going to be bringing fans together with some exciting names from across Canadian music. We are also honored to be working with a phenomenal team here at CBC as our digital content and exclusive broadcast partner. They continue to show unmatched commitment to supporting Canadian artists in all genres. So to the entire team here at CBC, thank you so much for having us back in Studio 40, absolutely, hosting today's announcement. Now, we're here to celebrate the nominees, but I also have the privilege of highlighting our special award recipients this year. The special award recipients all have a special connection to the East Coast. I'm very honored to announce today that Chip Sutherland will be the 2024 Walt Gorilla Special Achievement Award recipient. Now, this award recognizes individuals who have significantly impacted the growth and development of Canadian music industry, and that is absolutely definitely the case with Chip. Now, he may be best known to a lot of you as a lawyer and as a manager, but he truly made his impact on hundreds, if not thousands of artists and our industry through the creation of the Radio Star Maker Fund. For over 20 years, Radio Star Maker has supported artists with over $170 million in funding. And this is courtesy of Canada's private radio broadcasters. So congrats to Chip. We're looking forward to honoring him in his hometown of Halifax. Yes. Tegan and Sarah are this year's Humanitarian Award recipients. Yes. And their work with the Tegan and Sarah Foundation, whose mission it is to improve the lives of LGBTQ+ women and girls, is focused on a commitment to feminism and racial, social, and gender justice. Their impact on the queer community cannot be understated, and I'm very pleased to welcome Elliot Page, who sits on their board as a distinguished presenter of the award on the Juno broadcast. And last, but certainly not least, the first rapper to be inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, the godfather of hip-hop himself, Maestro Fresh Wes. Yes. It was 35 years ago that he made our backbone slide, and he continues to make amazing music. The East Coast has adopted Wes. I'm not sure if everybody knows that or not, but he's planted roots in New Brunswick. And that's where he continues his career as an actor, author, and motivational speaker. But he can't wait to be on the Juno stage to rap his way into the Hall of Fame. And that moment is brought to you by our good friends at the TD Bank Group. So congratulations, Wes. I want to take a moment to thank our partners who make all of this happen. That includes the financial support of our funding partners, Factor, the Government of Canada and Canada's private radio broadcasters, Music Canada on behalf of Canada's major record companies, Sony Music Entertainment Canada, Universal Canada, and Warner Music Canada, the Province of Nova Scotia, the Halifax Regional Municipality, and the Radio Star Maker Fund. I'd also like to thank TD, our premier sponsor, who believes in the power of music to bring us all together. I want to thank TD and the whole team there for sponsoring the TD Juno Submissions Access Program. This is the third year they have been running this program with us and help support underrepresented and independent artists from across our country. We're thrilled today that we'll be announcing 12 nominees that all benefit from the program this year. You're going to see them shortly. And of course, our lead sponsors. First, SiriusXM Canada, a longtime partner of the Junos and Music Counts, who is focused on elevating Canadian artists using their large North American platform and the incredible investment they make in supporting Canadian talent. TikTok, who is returning as our sponsor of the only fan-voted category for the fourth year in a row, the Juno Fan Choice. Remember, you can vote for your TikTok Juno Fan Choice nominee right up into the broadcast every day by searching Junos on TikTok or by visiting TikTokJunoFanChoice.ca. And finally, Nissan, who will be electrifying the Junos with their Nissan Ariya, official vehicle of the 2024 Juno Week. Nissan's going to be activating on-site and moving the artists and industry during Canada's largest celebration of music. I want to say thanks to John and Lindsay, who are here from Insight. They produce a fantastic production every year for us. As well, the Halifax Host Committee, some of who are here. They braved the winter storm yesterday in Halifax to get here. Allegra and the entire team, thank you guys so much for helping bring the Junos back to Halifax. Yeah, it's been incredible working with you. Let's make sure it's not 18 years till we come back again. And finally, I want to thank the entire team at Karis and Music Counts for working so hard on today's event and what you're all going to experience at the Junos. It's an absolute privilege for me to work and lead this organization with this incredible team. Finally, I want to say congratulations to all of today's nominees. We'll see you in Halifax during Juno Week. It is now my honor to present to you the first group of nominees for the 2024 JUNO Awards. Have a look.
The 2024 JUNO Award nominees are Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, presented by Destination Indigenous. Asanabi, Blue Moon Marquee, Elisepi, Shawnee Kish, Zune.
International Album of the Year. Luke Combs, Metro Boomin, Morgan Wallen, SZA, Taylor Swift.
Reggae Recording of the Year. Amoy, Esco Levi, Jamila, Kurt Diamond and Finn, Omega Mighty.
Vocal Jazz Album of the Year. Alex Bird and Ewan Farncombe, Katie George and Mark Limecker, Danielle Basels, Dominique Fils-Aimé, Laila Bialy.
Recording Engineer of the Year. Dennis Tugis, George Sierra, Maddie Green, Serban Genya, Sean Everett.
Instrumental Album of the Year. Alexandra Streliski, Colin Stetson, Haralabos Harry Stapalakis, Marcus Floats, Meredith Bates.
Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. Amanda Marshall, Banners, Josh Sahunta, Luca Fogale, Steph La Rochelle.
Classical Composition of the Year. Simulacra, Amy Brandon. Portrait of an Imaginary Sibling, Dinuk Wijeratna. And the higher leaves of the trees seem to shimmer in the last of the sunlight's lingering touch of them. Emilie Cecilia Lebel. Shaheen Neme for voice and orchestra, Iman Habibi. Don't Throw Your Head in Your Hands, Nicole Lizé.
Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year. Aquila, Daniel Caesar, John Vinyl, Nonso Amadi, Shay Leah.
Songwriter of the Year presented by SOCAN. Allison Russell. Asanabi. Charlotte Cardin, Jason Brando, and Lubalin. Nicholas Durocher and Connor Riddell. William Prince.
Single of the Year, presented by U2. Confetti, Charlotte Cardin. Always, Daniel Caesar. Pretty Girl Era, Lou Kala. A Little Bit Happy, Talk. Greedy, Tate McRae.
Yeah! There you have it. Our first group of nominees for the 2024 JUNO Awards, and much more to come. Amanda Marshall is up for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. This represents Amanda's 14th career JUNO nomination. Our girl Lou Kala is up for Single of the Year for her viral hit, Pretty Girl Era. This is her first ever nomination. The Congolese-Canadian's breakout single blew up on social media and spent an impressive 15 weeks on Canada's radio's top 40 charts. Asanabi received his first JUNO nom last year, and he is back with at least 2 more this year. What an incredible story, yes, that you have from Sandy Lake First Nations in the far reaches of Northwestern Ontario to becoming the first ever Indigenous artist to hit #1 on Mediabase Canada's alternative rock chart. Yeah. Now, if you are in the Halifax area, or if you're looking for a great Canadian musical road trip, tickets to Canada's biggest night in music are on sale now. Get all the details over at junoawards.ca or ticketmaster.ca. All right, it is my pleasure to welcome the Executive Director of Unscripted Content for CBC, Jennifer Detman.
Hello. Look, I know you're all really excited to see me, but no, I am not the surprise guest. That is to come. Thank you for joining us here at the CBC. It's just always nice to have everyone in our building to kick off the JUNOs. I think we can all agree that there's nothing quite like an East Coast party, especially when music is involved. And we're so looking forward to taking the JUNOs to Halifax this year. It's going to be fantastic. Add a multiple JUNO and Grammy winner as a host, and come on, it's going to be an amazing event, a night to remember. Okay, I'm going to say it again until all of you write it in your calendar. Audiences across Canada can share in the excitement on Sunday, March 24th, live from Halifax and all of the time zones on CBC platform of your choice, from TV to radio, CBC Gem and CBC Listen. And all of the worldwide Nelly Furtado fans won't miss out either. They can watch it on CBCMusic.ca. This annual celebration of Canadian music is truly a collaborative event spanning multiple teams. So I want to give a big thank you to Julie and Alan and everyone at Caris, our production partners, Insight, and our CBC teams, whose hard work and dedication brings this spectacular event to life. Our support of Canadian music doesn't end with the JUNOs, of course, in just one night. Like our partners at Caris, our commitment extends to 365 days a year. At CBC, we strive to shine a spotlight on artists from across the country and all genres. So on any day, you can tune in and you can hear our spectacular Angeline bringing us the best music of Black origin on the block, or click on Gem and see William Prince live at Massey Hall, or download your favorite podcast, Q, and hear Tom Power's insightful conversation with the Beaches. Tune in anywhere, at any time, and you're likely to find us spotlighting the great music we make in this country. All of us in the room today recognize that a strong and diverse music industry in Canada can't be taken for granted. It requires nurturing and support. So we're going to continue to work together to celebrate established and emerging Canadian artists and engage fans at every opportunity. So now we're going to get back to the real business at hand. That's why we're here, yeah? Here's the next round of nominees for the 53rd JUNO Awards.
The next round of JUNO Award nominees are Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, Joel Wood, Nimki and the Ninnies, the Barehead Sisters, the Red River Ramblers, Young Scouts.
Jack Richardson, Producer of the Year, presented by Audio Technica. Hill Korkudis, Jason Brando, Lubalin, Mathieu Sénéchal, and Sam Avant. Joel Stouffer, Sean Everett, Wonder Girl.
Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble. Cryptid Ensemble, Ensemble Contemporain de Montréal. Orchestre Classique de Montréal, conducted by Jacques Lacombe. Orchestre Métropolitain, conducted by Yannick Nézet-Séguin. Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal, conducted by Raphaël Payare. The Philadelphia Orchestra, conducted by Yannick Nézet-Séguin.
Rock Album of the Year, Crownlands, Metric, The Beaches, The Blue Stones, The Glorious Sons.
Alternative Album of the Year, Asanabi, Dizzy, Leith Ross, Soft Cult, Talk.
Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year, Brooke Nichols, Joshua Leventhal, Kay Anthony, Sterling John, Toozy,
Group of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. Arkells, Loud Luxury, Nickelback, The Beaches, Walk Off the Earth.
Children's Album of the Year, ABC Sing Song, Gina Lina, Splash and Boots, The Swinging Bells, Young Maestro.
Pop Album of the Year. Charlotte Cardin, Lauren Spencer Smith, Rev, Shania Twain, Valley.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year, Allison Russell, Good Lovelies, Julian Taylor, Logan Stats, William Prince.
Artist of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. Charlotte Cardin, Daniel Caesar, Lauren Spencer Smith, Shania Twain, Tate McRae.
Yeah, yeah! Give it up for our next round of nominees for the 2024 JUNO Awards. It's one more for Talk, one more for Ace and Navi, who has the biggest cheering squad in the spot over here. One more for William Prince. That makes it 2 nods this year for William, including Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. This is an award that he won back in 2017. Shania Twain is Bizak. Timmins, Ontario legend, picked up 2 more nominations, giving her a career total of 34. Well, see if she can add her 13 wins over the years. This time around, it's for Pop Album and Artist of the Year. The Group of the Year, another loaded category: Loud Luxury, Nickelback, Arkells, Walk Off the Earth, and The Beaches. All in the running. Jordan, Kylie, Leandra, and Aliza from The Beaches are looking for their 3rd career win. And of course, they'll be hitting the JUNO stage in Halifax on March 24th performing, yeah. All right, it's now my pleasure to welcome a true champion of the JUNOs and Canadian music in general, the chair of the board of directors at CARIS, Julie Adams.
Hi, everybody. It's so amazing to be here. Thank you, Angeline. How about a round of applause for our awesome host? You're so fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks to CBC for having us. Wow, this is the best day, isn't it? It's so inspiring to be among all the artists and everybody who creates the music. And thank you. Thank you for your art. Thank you for your creativity. And congratulations to all of the JUNO nominees so far. A big round of applause for everybody. And thank you to every single person who has had a hand in helping them create their music. You know, at CARIS, we believe that music and artists can change the world. Yeah? Absolutely. Yeah. And it's our mission and mantra at CARIS to celebrate Canadian music from birth to myth. And it really starts with empowering and investing in the next generation of artists and the next generation of youth who are going to work in the music industry. And that's where Music Counts comes in. Music Counts is an organization I'm so passionate about. You're going to hear from our awesome president, Christy Fletcher, in a little bit about what the organization does. But in the meantime, I want to bring up a special guest who's going to introduce the next round of nominees. We're going to bring up a Music Counts scholarship recipient and a 2023 JUNO Award nominee. Come on up here, Spencer McKenzie. Give him a round. Great to see you.
Very great to see you.
Maybe you could tell everyone across the country a little bit about your experience with Music Counts and why it's so important.
Yeah, I wanted to say first, thank you so much for having me up here, Julie. Music Counts for me in 2022 was a phenomenal experience because not only did the scholarship help me out so much, it put me on a Zoom meeting with about 7 or 8 other people just like me, talking to some of the people even in this room, some of the top professionals in their field, and making the industry feel just a little smaller and a little more attainable. So it made life a little easier for me and projected me to what I'm doing today.
That's the importance of mentorship. You know, we're so lucky to work in this industry and be able to pay it forward where we can, and so congratulations. You also went from Music Counts scholarship recipient to JUNO nominee in record time. How long?
It was a couple of months, I think. That was, yeah,
Makes it look easy.
Yeah, well, it was in November, and then the beginning of February.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal experience. Sitting in this room or standing in this room and then going to the JUNOs in Edmonton. It was that year. It was pretty cold. But other than that, I was standing in this room and like seeing some of my idols, people I grew up listening to, and then at the JUNOs itself, again, seeing more idols, people I steal licks off of, people I steal ideas from, and
You're inspired.
Yeah, inspired.
Inspiration.
Inspired. Projected my music so much. My album was Preach to My Soul that year, and I did a lot of preaching and a lot of meeting new people, and yeah, it projected to new fans, and I was able to tour Europe after that, and the States, and it still does things for me, so happy to be here.
Before you introduce the next round of nominees, why do you think music education is important for young people?
Music education, extremely important for everyone, but especially talking about the youth. I never had music in schools, but I had a lot of mentors growing up. And the biggest thing I would say for music is having it in a school when you're either elementary, high school, whatever, is just having a teacher, I'm sure many of you have had in this room, who is just giving you the confidence to do what you want to do and allows you to express your artistic ability. And that's why Music Counts is great, because not only does it support music in schools, which we need more of, it supports people like myself when you're 23 and want to release an album and then do that. So it really comes full circle.
Amazing, Spencer. All right, take it away.
Yeah, and now I would like to introduce the next round of the 2024 JUNO Award nominees, everybody.
The next round of JUNO Award nominees are Rap Single of the Year, Belly, Connor Price, Havaya Mighty, Pressa, Toby.
Album francophone de l'année. Fouki. Carquois. Les Cowboys Fringants et l'Orchestre Symphonique de Montréal. Salbar. Soulja.
Metal Hard Music Album of the Year, Cryptopsy, Danko Jones, Cataclysm, Ken Mode, Voivod.
Classical Album of the Year Solo Artist. Barbara Hannigan, James Ennis, Marc-André Hamelin, Matt Heimovitz, Suzy Leblanc.
Electronic Album of the Year presented by Nissan, Bambi, Harrison, Kid Koala, Rich O'Coin, Tim Hecker.
Breakthrough Group of the Year presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Busty and the Bass, Crash Adams, Good Kid, Men I Trust, New West.
Comedy Album of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada, Derek Seguin, Graham Clark, Kyle Brownrigg, Lori Elliott, Mae Martin.
Rap Album EP of the Year. Baby No Money, Connor Price, Havaya Mighty, Katramine, Toby.
Country Album of the Year, Brett Kissel, Dean Brody, Jade Eagleson, James Barker Band, Tyler Joe Miller.
Jazz Album of the Year Solo. Christine Jensen, Jean-Sian MG, Jocelyn Gould, Noam Lemish, Russ Macklem.
Underground Dance Single of the Year, Blondish, DJ Caraba, Lost Boy J, Peach, Small Town DJs.
TikTok JUNO Fan Choice. Charlotte Cardin, Daniel Caesar, Dubs, Josh Ross, Karan Ajula, Shub, Tate McRae, The Weeknd, Thanks So Much, Walk Off the Earth. To vote for the TikTok JUNO Fan Choice Award, visit tiktokjunofanchoice.ca. The JUNO Awards submission, nomination, and voting process would not be possible without the help of PwC, trusted partner of the 2024 JUNO Awards.
Woo! That's 3 of 4. More nominees still to come. Congratulations, congratulations once again. That included the TikTok JUNO Fan Choice Award. There are 6 artists in the category who are up for this fan selected award for the very first time. That includes Josh Ross, Karan Ajula, and Shub. And remember, you can devote the rest of your life to voting for the TikTok JUNO Fan Choice Award. You can vote as many times as you like. Hit up tiktokjunofanchoice.ca. There are also 4 hilarious first-timers. The Comedy Album of the Year category features some fresh, funny faces, including Graham Clark, Kyle Brownrigg, Mae Martin, and Laurie Elliott, who is already a 2-time Canadian Comedy Award winner. Connor Price has 2 nominations so far this year. He is up for Rap Single and Rap Album EP Recording of the Year. It may be his first JUNOs, but he is no stranger to the spotlight as he is an actor. He's had roles in movies like Men with Brooms and Cinderella Man, and on TV shows like Saving Hope, X Company, and Murdoch Mysteries. Okay, so before we get to this next group of nominations, please welcome the president of Music Counts, Christy Fletcher.
Thank you, Angeline, and congratulations to all of the nominees and their teams for your very well-deserved recognition today. One of the best things about today is celebrating the breadth of Canadian music, from hip-hop to classical, jazz to electronic. Canadian music is comprised of different sounds, stories, and ideas. At Music Counts, we strive to get kids started on their unique musical path by investing in music education right across Canada. Educators are branching out and welcoming more diverse music, instruments, and technology into their classrooms. Kids are engaging in innovative and important music programming like steel pan drumming, songwriting, music production, and beat making, and we have teachers to thank for that evolution. It should come as no surprise that Music Counts loves teachers. We love them so much, in fact, that we celebrate teachers each year with the Music Counts Teacher of the Year Award, which is now supported by the amazing team at Anthem Entertainment. Anthem shares our enthusiasm for the role educators play in shaping Canada's future musicians. So Anthem, thank you. The winner of this award gets a $10,000 cash prize, a grant for the music program at their school, grants made to 3 other schools in their name, a JUNO statuette, and the honor of being recognized nationwide for what is often a thankless job. Here are this year's incredible nominees.
Music Counts Teacher of the Year Award presented by Anthem Entertainment. Zita Ali, Sunnyview Middle School, Brampton, Ontario. Robert Bailey, École Charlie Killam School, Camrose, Alberta. Elisabeth Bouchard-Bournier, École des Explorateurs, Malartic, Québec. Sarah Comerford, McDonald Drive Junior High, St. John's, Newfoundland. Stephen Richardson, École Saint-Joseph, Yellowknife, Northwest Territories.
One more time for the music teachers. And thank you so much, Christy. They give so much back to their classrooms and students, and we are so honored that one of the nominees is here today. Please give it up for Zeta Ali. Where are you? I don't know, but she's here. Keep it going for all the music teachers and for this next wonderful surprise. Okay, a reminder. The 2024 JUNO Awards will broadcast and stream live from Scotiabank Centre in Halifax on Sunday, March 24th. Mark it in your calendars. And you can get it on CBC TV, CBC Gem, CBC Radio One, CBC Music, and CBC Listen. And anywhere in the world, tell your friends, CBCMusic.ca/Junos, and of course, CBC Music's YouTube page. Now, I did mention we have a very special surprise guest in the building. Maybe you can guess who it is. She's an icon who rose to fame with her debut album in 2000. That's hint number one. She has gone to become a global pop phenomenon who has sold more than 45 million albums worldwide. That's hit number two. And more than 20 billion, that's with a B, streams. She's a Grammy winner who will be performing at the Junos this year. And on top of that, she will also be hosting. Please welcome 10-time JUNO Award winner, the incomparable Nelly Furtado!
Hi. Hey, yes. They said this would be on. It's on. How are you? You feeling good? It's not too early. It's a good time, right? Like almost lunchtime. I'm excited to be here. I've been buzzing watching all of the nominees backstage. Some of my friends, exciting. More than that, also thank you. Merci beaucoup. Thanks for being here. Obrigada, everybody. Hello. More than that, I'm thrilled to be back again hosting the Junos. And the last time I hosted the show was way back in 2007. And that was, believe it or not, 17 years ago. Time flies. One thing that's as true today as it was then, and I know this firsthand, is just how exciting and essential the JUNO Awards are. This is our time to celebrate how important and talented and unstoppable our homegrown talent is and our music scene. I wouldn't be here without the JUNO Awards, without the Canadian music climate, culture, industry. And that Junos has always shone the spotlight on the richness of the talent coming out of this country, honoring the biggest, best-known acts, and also launching the careers of some of the up-and-coming stars, clearly just as important. So thank you to Alan and everyone at Cara's and the JUNO Awards for welcoming me back. Very flattered and humbled to be here again hosting to this amazing stage and ready to have fun, this time in Halifax. East Coast, baby. To the fans in Halifax, I say get ready to party. It says rock, but I say get ready to party, okay? We know the Juno stage is always an unforgettable party. We're gonna have so much fun. The performers are massive. Performances are gonna blow your mind. This year's no exception, so here's a small taste of what to expect. Legendary Canadian rapper, who we know, and some kick-ass women from the beach. Have a look at these fantastic performers who will take the stage at this year's Junos. Let's go.
Performing at the 2024 JUNO Awards. Charlotte Cardin, The Beaches, Nelly Furtado, Maestro Fresh Wes, Talk, Karan Aujla, Josh Ross,
I cannot wait to see her return to the JUNO stage as host. And by the way, doesn't that list of performers look amazing? Special shout out to the newly announced Josh Ross and Karan Aujla, as well as Talk. Such a great spread right across genres. We can't wait to see you all tear the house down. Okay, are you ready for our final group of nominees?
And now, the final round of JUNO Award nominees. Dance Recording of the Year. Dom Dalla and Nelly Furtado. Dubs, Jeremiah and Skate. Felix Cartel and Karen Harding. Frank Walker. Loud Luxury and Dubs.
Blues Album of the Year. Blackburn Brothers. Blue Moon Marquee. Brandon Isaac. Matt Anderson. Michael Jerome Brown.
Breakthrough Artist of the Year, presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Connor Price, Karan Ajula, Lou Kala, Shub, Talk.
Traditional Roots Album of the Year. Benjamin Dakota Rogers, David Francie, Jackson Hollow, James Keelahan, Morgan Toney.
Classical Album of the Year, Small Ensemble. Andrew Armstrong and James Ennis. Angèle Dubois and La Pietà. Chang Square Duo. Constantinople. Les Barracuda.
Album Artwork of the Year. Caroline de Bellefeuille, Jessica Ledoux, Mali Savahia-Il, Véronique Lafortune, Leor Wild, Heather Goodchild, Colby Richardson, Colin Fletcher, Sarah Melvin, Kit King, Vanessa Hines, Nicolas Lemieux, Michael Nelson, Albert Zabli, Quentin Nice, Brody Metcalf, Davis Graham, Kaylee Smoke.
Jazz Album of the Year, Group. Alison Au with the Migrations Ensemble. Canadian Jazz Collective. Hilario Duran and his Latin Jazz Big Band. Mike Murley and Mark Eisenman Quartet. Nick McLean Quartet featuring Brownman Ali.
Music Video of the Year. Andrew Dezen of Woods and Sea, Alaskan Tapes. Ethan Tobman, Demons, Allison Russell. Jordan Clark, 1-2 Step featuring Juice Lover, Des Unes. Sterling LaRose, Damn Right, Snotty Nose Rez Kids. Sterling LaRose and Zachary Vegg, Feral Canadian Scaredy Cat, Young Friend.
Global Music Album of the Year. Bell and Quinn, Kizaba. Moonshine, Okan, Wally.
Adult Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long & McQuaid Musical Instruments. Begonia, Feist, Hayden, Jeremy Dutcher, Shawnee Kish.
Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year. Aquila, Jive, Katie Tupper, Luna L, Realist K.
Album of the Year presented by Music Canada. Neo Romance, Alexandra Streliski. 99 Nights, Charlotte Cardin. Never Enough, Daniel Caesar. Mirror, Lauren Spencer Smith. Lord of the Flies and Birds and Bees, Talk.
Congratulations to the 2024 JUNO Award nominees. For a complete list of nominees, visit junoawards.ca.
Woo! We did it! The final nominees for this year's JUNO Awards. Congratulations to all the names that were announced for 2024. We can't wait to see you all in Halifax. By the way, 7 nominees from our host province, Nova Scotia, are featured. There are 90 overall first-time nominees this year. That's amazing, a lot of emerging artists. There are 27 nominees with multiple nominations, and leading the way is Charlotte Cardin with 6. Right behind her, Daniel Caesar and Talk with 5 each. Some nominations are based in whole or in part on record sales and streaming information compiled by Luminate, official data provider of the 2024 JUNO Awards. The JUNO Awards submission, nomination, and voting process would not be possible without the help of PwC, trusted partner of the 2024 JUNO Awards. Thank you all so much for coming out this morning. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all happen. And thanks to the incredible Nelly Furtado, she was over there, she disappeared, for coming out. We can't wait to see you back on the JUNO stage and cannot wait to see it go down on Sunday, March 24th on CBC, CBC Gem, CBC Radio One, CBC Music, and online at CBCMusic.ca/Junos. And remember, tickets for the show are available now at Ticketmaster.ca. And finally, don't forget to vote for TikTok Juno Fan Choice by searching Junos on TikTok or by visiting TikTokJunoFanChoice.ca. My name's Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe. Thank you so much for being here. We see you in Halifax for another amazing celebration of Canadian music. Yes.
The
Dollar nails and eyelashes, laughing, high fashion. We some pretty party crashers. Party, 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 party. Celebrate every day's a party, party.